start this off by loosening the derailleur guide on the bottom of the BB, as well as spraying all of the internals with WD-40 to protect the inside of the steel frame. So in this section, I am spraying degreasing the bottom bracket with some WD-40 to get rid of all the gunk that's inside the BB, as well as the brake calipers and brake boss areas to just clean it up, all of the old grease areas. So right here I am now applying grease to the bottom bracket, and my SRAM GXP bottom bracket does fit in this BB, so I will be applying it right here. Always thoroughly grease the bottom bracket as well as the BB cups thoroughly, because that's what's gonna block the water and displace the water from entering the bottom bracket, ultimately destroying it. Especially as a steel frame, you don't want it to rust. Always screw in your bottom bracket by hand first to make sure you do not cross thread it. For the non-drive side, it's regular right hand turn to tighten and left hand turn to loosen. For bottom bracket operations, I prefer the cup style bottom bracket tool by Park Tool. I think it's the 16 spline tool for SRAM and Shimano, and other bottom brackets of similar 16 notch style versus the wrench style bottom bracket tool. So the cup style, much easier to use. And then if you do not have a torque wrench, you're going to have to make sure you torque down both sides of the bottom bracket equally. You can go by feel, and since it's steel, you can kind of use a little more force. Just go by feel. Don't it doesn't have to have the tightness, you know, the death grip. Just tighten it up, snug it up both sides. You should be good. Just don't over tighten. Don't forget to put back the washer that goes between the crank arm and the bottom bracket. Both Shimano and SRAM have one. Shimano has a wavy piece of metal and SRAM has the spline type gasket that goes between the two parts. Make sure you tighten that bolt that holds in the cable guides at the bottom of the BB when you're done installing the crank. This is the Road Link by Linderet's Wolf Tooth. It's used to extend your medium cage derailleur in order to run an 1136 cassette, which I plan on doing on this bike. That is the SRAM PG 1030. SRAM PG 1030. This is a Ultegra short cage derailleur that I'm using temporarily just so I can test out the bike and see how it feels with the new components on it. In the meantime, I'm ordering a Shimano 105 in the mail. Just put a little bit of Loctite on there, thread locker, to make sure that the Linderet's Wolf Tooth does not loosen during operation, as well as I would do the same for the short cage derailleur, because those things don't need to be loosening when you're biking. It's good to put Loctite on it, not the permanent Loctite, the blue one. Removing the down tube shifters to apply cable stops. Left-handed cable stop and right-handed cable stop.